Alright guys, what is up? I am TheyComing, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. Happy Monday. And just as I do that, my iPad decides to fall asleep. Guys, if you are unaware, mass golden dragons and mass furnaces have been added to all of your regular farm armies. Similar to the way we had the Mass Golden Dragon event by itself and Mass Electro Dragon event by itself. They had planned on giving you 100 furnaces. However, the 100 furnaces were lagging people's devices, causing instability and game crashes. So they backed that number down and instead gave you 10 Golden Dragons with, I believe it's 30 furnaces, at least for Town Hall 14. I have 30. And yeah, basically you can wipe bases incredibly fast, like 30-second triples on average. And so what that means is if you are a newer town hall, if you started a new town hall, or say you have a town hall that you maybe rushed a little bit, today is the day to catch your walls up. This morning when I woke up and realized that this event was active, I actually activated my 25 new wall pieces that I got when I reached Town Hall 14, and actually brought them all up to Town Hall 13 max within maybe, 30 or 40 minutes. It was a very, very quick process. And so now the goal today is to see how many walls I can actually smash out. We do have a war starting as well for Dominantor, so I have a couple war attacks to rip off. As part of today's stream. Our opponent looks this, despite them having a bunch of these 15s that are sitting at the top, when you actually look at the bases, they're not really fantastic looking 13s, the majority of them. This one looks to be a pretty new 15, but the heroes are all very under level. You then have this 15, again, the heroes, that queen is level 37. For shame. Level 37. Yeah. So the defending heroes won't be so oppressive when we attack these villages. Also, the walls are super, super weak. So, like, super witches without a jump spell, the big boys are going to wreck these walls pretty hard. And then we get down into the 14s, where the 14s actually look a little bit more reasonable, at least initially. This 14 right here, how the heroes on this account. So pretty good. So it's really interesting. Their Town Hall 14s seem to be a little bit better in the sense that they're not crazy rush. This 15 falls way down on the war map. He has his monolith, but his cannons and archer towers, mortars, all this stuff, air defenses, they're all very under level. So this base should not really pose a problem for the 14s or even a 13 to handle. And then we get down into their 13s. 13s look a little bit more fresh. Not really upgraded beyond the Town Hall 12 maximum in a lot of instances. And then we could quickly get into their 12s. A super rush 13 here. So yeah, I think this clan, depending on how they actually attack, I think this could be pretty solid war for us. They've won 44 wars. And they have public war logs. We can actually check them out here. Looks like they're typically spinning some bigger wars. This is only a 20v20, but when we look at their last 20v20, they did not clear the map. And then when you look at the wars in general, it looks like they're not going perfect in these wars, which is good news for us because we typically are going perfect in these wars. So hopefully we don't jinx it, but I think we're in a half decent spot. Their last draw was over 2 months ago. Otherwise it's either victories or losses. So hopefully we're going to be able to hand them another loss and catch another victory to increase our war win streak. So anyways, let's get the meat and potatoes of the stream, which is to farm as many walls as possible in our 2-hour time frame. William says he's here. He cycled 35 miles and ran 5. Dang. That's sick, dude. That's savage. That's savage. All right. So we have done 60 level 15 walls. That is our starting point. It'd be really cool to knock out another 60 at least. If not like 100, I think that would be amazing. But it's going to require some focus. I actually adjusted my settings for my troop bar so that I could more easily deploy these dragons and electro dragons and furnaces, because I was noticing that with the doubled troop deployment bar for tablet, that it was taking up part of the screen that I wanted to put my fingers on just so I could get everything down onto the field as fast as possible. I adjusted that so I now have a single bar, and I've immediately noticed that I'm able to do this ever so faster, and every little bit is going to count. So let's go ahead and keep going. Notably, my pet shop completed last night, or this morning. And while I have my, what do you call it? While I have my builder available, it's time to smash walls. That was a silly freeze. Let's do that. Toss the queen in, throw an arrow. King's ability, this. Even those abilities barely hit anything. And just like that, about a 30 to 40 second triple there. You can do this over and over. Our league bonus is also pretty clutch. We did promote to P.E.K.K.A 22. So our league bonus right now is, well, that's our star bonus, but our league bonus is actually 325,000 gold and elixir. So that, all that little bit adds up. So another great reason to push into the higher leagues is that when you have days like this and you're smashing as fast as possible, you're able to do things like this. Bad fireball, should have maybe waited, but doesn't really matter. You can get in and freeze things up. Nice and easy like. And just live with your life choices. Very quickly, we got nearly 2 million gold and elixir from that raid when you consider the bonus. So that's 2 walls knocked out, or actually not 2 walls. I think we're over 2 million per wall now. I'll have to take a peek at it later. These are usually pretty fine to hit as well. Does it matter that you're not perfect with it? Absolutely not. It does not matter whatsoever. You just do it quick. Fireball can be pretty devastating. Just run a bunch of damaging equipment. In fact, it might even be better if I go ahead and put on my Seeking Shield for this. So instead of the E-Boots, just if I want to speed myself up even more, put on the Seeking Shield instead to delete a little bit more percentage. But arrow, fireball, spiky ball, Seeking Shield, rocket spear, very easy ways to deal a lot of damage to the base and take it down quickly. You said you're a music teacher. Do students know of your platform? I don't really talk about it at school per se. They're also very young. I work with pre-kindergarten, so they're little ones. Pum. That is a... Was that a 22-second triple? 23-second triple? But yeah, I have very small children that I typically teach. The summer camps, though, that I'm teaching will actually end up being, I think between ages like 7 and 10 is supposed to be the average. So it's a little bit older of an age group for my summer work. But like during the school year, I'm teaching pre-kindergarten. And it's easy. It's low impact. I don't worry so much about life. They're kids. You want to teach them as best you can. Make them into the best musicians you can. Pum. I'll go like this and this. Raid you here because... Should have thrown the Seeking Shield sooner. Just smash Golden Elixir over and over and over. So if you're not farming walls today, and you have walls to catch up on, turn on your video game, dude. I tried to throw that differently. Furnaces. Honestly, the furnaces don't do nearly as much as you think they would because of all of the super dragons. And also, like, it's not even worth it to put spells down, usually. I mean, the only thing that I would maybe do is drop a bunch of quakes, because you just don't need them. Just put everything down as quickly as possible. Spam it all out. That poor guy actually put something on defense. If I can keep my RC alive a little longer. Cool. Pum. The quakes can also be kind of helpful getting down the high HP structures a little faster. But you just attack over and over and over. What's up, Blobber? How's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. Get that there. Spam, 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 spam. Archer, queen, king. Get this. Throw the fireball here. Press the center. Freeze. Wrecked. Nice and easy. Breezy, breezy. We will be catching the war when it goes live, though. We'll swap to a real army and do a real attack. Hopefully this doesn't kill too many brain cells, what I'm doing right here. And I'm still able to function. Freeze there. I'll throw fireball now. Freeze here. Rage right here. Quake, quake. Spiky ball, and it's a wrap. Nerd. Is Giant Gauntlet better than EQ boots for King? You know, here's my stance on the Giant Gauntlet. That's actually a good question. I was thinking about, okay, well, say I max out the Giant Gauntlet first over another piece of King equipment. What should you be pairing with the Giant Gauntlet? You have to keep in mind that you only get value when he's swinging. So you want him to be able to close the distance between different targets as quickly as possible. So there's really two pieces of equipment that I think pair well with Giant Gauntlet. And I'd be curious to see if someone has any other suggestions. But The two clear winners for a Giant Gauntlet user are going to be either the Rage Vial, if you do not have access to the epic equipment that I'm about to mention. The Rage Vial makes him faster, makes him deal more damage. So when he gets to he runs to a target, he deals huge damage with each hit, and it's splash damage, right? And then the other piece of equipment, if not the Rage Vial, the Stick Horse. You want him to be fast. You want him to move. Giant Gauntlet, when he's walking around at like base movement speed for the BK, he feels like a slug. He moves like a snail. He cannot, like, when he hits 4 targets at the same time and kills all of them, he wastes another 3 seconds closing in on his next target. And when you consider that the Giant Gauntlet has a lifetime of 17 seconds, watch, 1, 2, 3, right? If he doesn't, once he does that, his next target is going to be over here, like to the left or somewhere else. He's got to walk somewhere else. So let's just see how long it takes him for him to close on his first target here. Let's just watch this little tooltip. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is basically a quarter of the lifespan of the Giant Gauntlet. So once you activate it, he's going to kill those targets that are right there, and then he could take as long as 4 seconds, maybe even longer, depending on how the attack is, kind of prepared for him. You lose a quarter of its viability. So I think that Rage Vial is a strong pairing, but I'm most interested in the Stick Horse, because this Stick Horse and Giant Gauntlet makes a King Sui incredibly powerful. You don't need wall breakers. You just need a little bit of funneling to make sure that he's going to jump a wall from one trash building into the base. And then once he's in the base, you can then pop the Giant Gauntlet. Something else to consider is that the Stick Horse has a longer ability duration than the Giant Gauntlet does. So what that means is that when you put him down, say you have both Stick Horse and Giant Gauntlet at level 18. When you put him down, you let him take damage for, I think it's 6 seconds. And then when you pop the Giant Gauntlet should time out at the end of the Stick Horse. I think that's the best way to play it. Clash of Clans Stick Horse. Let's see what level 18 ability duration is. I think it's 22. I think I was looking at this the other day and I was like, so this is how you do this. Level 18. It lasts 24 seconds. So level 18 Stick Horse lasts for 24 seconds. That means he's going to be faster. He's going to have a higher attack speed. And when you look at the hero, like the base stats that it gives him, DPS and hit point increase, huge value. On this account, my 13, I actually dumped all my points into my, hold on, we got something else to upgrade over here while we're thinking about it. What do we do? Lava Launcher, Mega Tesla. I think Lava Launcher, Mega Tesla. I think Mega Tesla's better. All right, and then we will boost. Oh, I was supposed to do the clock tower. That's right. Forgot. All right. On this account, we do have our Stick Horse upgraded. So far, look, that's only level 14. He gets 4 more levels. That level increase is actually nutty in terms of DPS and hit points. So at level 18, 24-second duration, he gets 19 speed increase, and I think that means he's going to get a 20% attack speed increase. So you're just combining that with the Giant Gauntlet passive doing splash damage, the speed that is going to last longer than the Rage Vial will. The Rage Vial only lasts 10 seconds at all ranks. When you would level this up, he gets a larger damage increase, but and base speed increase. but it only lasts 10 seconds. I think it's more valuable to have the passive of being able to jump a wall. You wait, so it's 24 seconds, and then how long is the Giant Gauntlet? Giant Gauntlet, COC. Giant Gauntlet at level 18 lasts how long? 17 seconds. So you wait 7 seconds after putting him down, or 6 seconds after putting him down, to pop the Giant Gauntlet, so that he has the maximum speed boost from the Stick Horse while the Giant Gauntlet is activated for the duration of the activation. So he can move from target to target and splash things like crazy, put in crazy work. Okay, let's keep up. See how many walls we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Sick. Let's smash a few more here. King Knight YouTube, or Knight YouTube, says, I was just farming walls. That's what's up, dude. Did you hear about the new Queen equipment? I've seen some leak stuff about it, and they just did a there was a little teaser that Supercell did in one of their latest release, like sort of information releases about the balance changes that are coming. I will have to see that played to know if it's going to be that great. This is good. Gosh. Pum. 1, 2. Keep freezing the sweeper because it's just being annoying. GG. But yeah, you just do this over and over and over. So yeah, I think Giant Gauntlet and Stick Horse is the desirable combination for sure. And then when you hit Town Hall 15, Phoenix. That boy is going to live 5 ever. Boop. Man, sweepers are the only thing that actually slows this attack down, and it only slows it down. And here's the thing, if we waste time trying to search for a base that has actual money, I think we end up losing efficiency with our goal right now. Freeze the sweeper. Here we go. And the war has started. Do you have a partner or single? I have been single for how long now? Jeez, 3 years at this point. It's not that I don't want a partner. But yeah, I got my last thing was kind of a nightmare, which is embarrassing to say, but you know. Yeah. 3 years ago was I think 3, maybe even 4 years at this point. Jeez, time is flying. I don't know. I haven't met anybody new. I mean, I've met people like in my social circle, in my sphere, I guess. But most of the time, the good ones are taken, you know. Feels like I'm getting older and older. And because I didn't get married right away, I'm like behind the curve on finding an actual relationship that's gonna stick. Nightmare how? How do I say it without just getting like way too personal on the internet? She was suffering from some mental illness, and I had told her that she needed to get help, and she wasn't. And at first it was like, well, okay, you're just, you know, this or whatever. But then it became, well, why am I now sticking around to sort of endure your trauma, you know? And I'm being vague because I don't like talking about it. But yeah, that was my last thing. So maybe you could say I'm a little traumatized from that relationship. I just haven't been leaping to find a new person until I know it's right, you know. This. So yeah, dude, that's man, you got me thinking about old crap again. Go, go, go! Chill, bro. You'll find someone. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm obviously not rushing into anything. It's been 3-4 years at this point, or longer. I'm trying to remember like when I was actually in a relationship last. Was it 22? Was it 23? I can't remember. I really can't. Mental illness is too common nowadays. Yeah, I mean, it is, dude. Like, it caused me to become depressed. Like, that whole situation made me very depressed. And I was already like coming out of depression. And then I got into the relationship and I was like, I don't know how to help you with this. This is something you have to address on, you know. And it was dramatic, man. It was a very, very, very sad thing to have to experience, like go through. Focusing on my work and physical health and my parents. Bro, that's kind of my life right now. Focus on my work. I'm focusing on what I'm passionate about. I stream Clash of Clans a couple hours, 4 or 5 days a week. Get to enjoy that. Doing the things that make me happy. I don't need more. I'm simple, and that's just it. Men are simple creatures. We don't need extra drama. We don't need fights. We don't need this, that, whatever to be happy. Sometimes it seems like there are some ladies out there that just want to fight you. And just want to fight like it's an integral part of what makes a relationship for them. And I'm quite the opposite. I would rather us be largely peaceful and have a peaceful household. I don't know. You tell me if that sounds odd. Seeking Shield plus that was pretty nice. I'm gonna freeze that. It's annoying. Fireball! Single for 2 years now. Okay, you are out of depression, and then Brett asked you in chat if you have a partner. All right, yeah. Yeah, I was feeling a lot better prior to the relationship, and then relationship lasted a little more than a year, and it just got, yeah. I really do want to leave it at that, guys. It was not a good chapter of my life. My last relationship was not a good chapter. They love drama. They need to make a Netflix show. I don't think all women are like that, though. I mean, I've had relationships where like people are balanced and like, you know, you're not constantly dependent on someone else to make you happy. And bip, bip. There we go. I don't know. I've been meeting people like slowly. Like I play music in a handbell choir, or in 2 handbell choirs, but one of them is like a more professional group, and I've met some people there, but you know, people are taken. the really good ones seem to be taken. The ones that are like successful, you know, attractive, all that stuff, they're all taken. Haven't found one that's single yet. Sure would be nice, though. Save that dragon right there. Do this. Whoa! I also rollerblade. So it happens, dude. You're looking great now. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. You know, I'm feeling great about like my art in particular. One thing that I hadn't done in a very long time is compose. And that was one thing that I was, you know, kind of fascinated with towards the end of my college degree, where I have a master's degree in music. So towards the end of my masters, I'd started to arrange and did a fair amount of arranging for marching bands, actually. And really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that process. But post-college, I didn't really have an outlet for it because, I mean, who's going to play your stuff? You don't have an ensemble to play your stuff. Well, I got involved in this handbell choir a few years ago, and it dawned on me, you should try arranging for the handbell choir. I think the director there might give you a shot and read your stuff. And so I did. I've now arranged two things. One is in its sort of like final form stage. The second is in a solid draft stage where I would like to hear it played so I can adjust things. And then the third is more of an ongoing project that I would assume I can get done by the end of the summer. But you know, if I really put the pedal to the metal, I could probably get it done a lot quicker. But it's that piece in particular. I'm trying to figure out sounds. So if you know anything about like notation and instruments, it's like you can put a note on a page, but how does it sound on the instrument kind of thing? And so that one I'm actually working towards getting the right sound. So I'm talking to some people who are more experienced with handbells than I am, and they're offering some ideas about how things could be done. So I'm doing that as more of a collaboration than the other. You're handsome and tall. Plenty of baddies in Atlanta want a relationship. Ha! Yeah. Well, I mean, I do rollerblade from time to time, and the rollerblading scene in the Atlanta area is actually very active, and there are lots of quote unquote baddies that like to come out and skate. So it's not that I'm not meeting people. I am a little bit more reserved when it comes to like meeting women, I guess. But I like people to come to me kind of as much as I come to them, instead of like you go somewhere and it's like, who's gonna, are you gonna hit on that person? It's like, nah, I would rather go somewhere and we just kind of vibe and we kind of work, and I don't feel like I'm having to force something or they're, yeah, because those are always kind of strange feelings. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't like going out and like catcalling people on the street. Let's see. Oh, here we go. War attack. Uh-oh, Ronnie fell short. No, what happened, Ronnie? Wait a minute, Town Hall's down. Oh, he's out of time, though. Prince dies barely. Get the archers down, dude. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, man, that was actually hella close. Nice try, Ronnie. What happened? What happened at the attack? Super witches. How did we go sideways here? Did he miss the fireball? I'm guessing he didn't hit the eagle. Bro, why there? I'm asking that is a big question mark for me. Why don't we just hit the eagle artillery and take his clan castle? There's a live. We'll come back to it. Ronnie's in for a second. Hitting the Town Hall 15 this time. Again, this seems like a choice to go fireball from the top against the sweeper. No recall. I guess he's prioritizing the monolith instead. Although I would say hit the scatter. You get CC and you get Eagle for that, right? So as soon as that monolith locks on, he's gonna take some damage here. He's on the fireball. Okay. He's hanging wide. Not so bad. I mean, his RC is doing really good stuff right now. That's awkward, though. The CC comes out. Uh-oh, she's dead. She's dead. Oh, no. Oh, no, watch out, watch out. Watch out for your warden. Watch out for your warden. Watch out for your warden, dude. Watch out for your warden, man. That's critical damage. That's critical damage. Nah, fam. Okay. So this is, I'm already asking questions about this, and the reason for it is because he did all this funnel on this side and this side, and he's not just attacking up the gut. I think this is a fail. He's already burned 3 of 4 heroes. He has no healing support for his super witches at this stage. He has an invis, he has a rage. It's not impossible, but every moment that passes, the super witches are taking more and more damage. Like, way too much damage. He needs to invis or something. He needs the super witches to actually complete. He needs to invis. He needs to totem. He needs to rage. He's got to get more stuff done here. She takes another shot. That's brutal. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interesting that he used a totem on the single. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no shot now. See, this got ridiculously close. I wasn't crazy about his approach, though. Was not crazy about that approach. All right, let's go ahead and do our attacks then. If he's going to rip his off, why don't we rip ours off? Saving totems. You said ranked attack, please, says Umid Beck. Wednesdays are we do our rank sets on these accounts. On our 13 and our 14, we'll do our rank sets. All right, let's go for 3. Let's go for you. Let's go for... We like to do that. We like to do this. We like 5 of these. And then what's the rest of the composition? 3 babies is usually the play. We like to take loons to go along. 4 loons. Archers are usually good for flinger, helping the flinger. I think this is the comp that we actually want here. Okay. Let's fill the 1 missing totem here. And we'll go in. Oh, the warden needs to be on ground. Let's not forget you. Get on ground. The king is there. The seeking shield. I suppose the seeking shield is fine, but I'm liking the e-boots. Oh man, her pet is level 10, but I'm upgrading it at this time. RIP! Okay. So yeah, what you're going to see in this attack is Giant Gauntlet and Spiky Ball. I think that Earthquake Boots are probably better with the Spiky Ball. But what I'm working towards now is not necessarily getting the Stick Horse, but getting some of the other stuff to Tunnel 14 max. All right, let's do our first hit. This start here wasn't so bad. I think what was kind of bad is the fact that he lures the clan castle directly out to his flame flinger and then drops his queen is sort of like, no, save the flame flinger, but the flame flinger still dies. He had set this really nice path by shaving this side with his warden and this side with his flinger, and then he just didn't take the narrow entry into the base. That, I think that was sort of an L in terms of approach. I think hitting this scatter shot is probably the highest value. We're going to be able to claim at least one of the spell towers with it, and the clan castle, and the eagle artillery. I think setting the fireball is not going to be particularly difficult either. Okay, I think I see it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I think that's what gets it. Okay. Let's do it. And then flame flinger. Oh, sorry. Didn't even bother scouting this. Fling over here, because ideally I want to pull this way and drive in with super witches. So the warden's going to handle this side. Super witches will get dropped to the left of him. And then we'll go directly at the monolith. The queen's going to be in tow. RC is probably going to be deployed on the back end near his defending archer queen. BK, we'll end up losing the BK to the funnel, I think. Which is fine. That's good. Let's do it! Dude. That was excellent, actually. Okay. I'm not going to bother. I'm just looking for my trick. I'm going to throw one here because we need that to go down. Bruh. Man, that loon was terrible. But those loons did not get what I needed them to. Okay, this. Nice. Don't kill my healers, please. Okay. Bruh, I hate that so much. Okay, we get the town hall out at least. Should be good. Was it kind of sketchy? Yes. But we still crushed it. GG! Got him. Baby Dragon's better than Yetis per funnel. Baby Dragons are cheaper. Baby Dragons are not targetable by cannons or mortars. Yetis, when they expire, are almost guaranteed to take at least one defense with them. So for being more expensive, they almost guarantee grabbing an extra defense when they leave the field, when they die. I like baby dragons for shaping a warden walk typically, and the reason for that is because I can put one baby dragon on either side of the warden, and it doesn't start playing with the warden's pathing. If I put 2 yetis down, the warden will start doing goofy things. And I would rather not deal with that. The other thing to consider too is when you're doing super witches are so heavy in terms of their troop capacity that, like, if you start taking yetis, that 2 yetis almost makes up the same capacity as a super witch. So instead of 1 super witch, I'm getting 3 baby dragons, I'm getting a loon, and basically 5 archers. So those are objectively, in my opinion, just a little bit more flexible, right? Instead of 2 yetis, you're getting the 3 baby dragons that you can use to kind of massage things. Even having 1 baby dragon for the back end, just like I used on that attack, I think is strong. Sure, a baby dragon can find a black mine, it happens, but if it doesn't, like say the attacker's stacked his core with all of his red bombs and black mines, it usually ends up pretty good. All right, we got that. I'm going to buy my 3rd totem. We'll go in for our next hit. So let's check this out. Let's see what the Town Hall 14, a proper Town Hall 14 looks like. All right, he's got his eagle in the center. His Town Hall is in range of his clan castle, but unless we take a 3rd quake, we don't get that clan castle. So if we want the clan castle, we A, have to quake the Town Hall. B, we have to do it in the face of 4 heroes, which is probably going to suck. That I don't know if we can actually do that. Now, what we could do is actually put a flinger, like put our warden down, capture the expo targeting, put a flinger down over here, and have the flinger walk this way. Rocket Loon is mortar. And ideally, the flinger is going to want to slip in and go after this single. Our king and our queen can then be dropped up here to come this way. The super witches could be broken in, and we can kind of like finagle them to go towards the eagle and the single there. That's my idea. I don't think dropping a fireball for his clan castle is actually going to work out. See what Blobby does, though. He's in with the dragons. Here's his Super Yeti clone blimp. There it goes. Goodbye, core. All his most valuable stuff deleted. And then what's he got? A bajillion dragons in the air. The queen's looking healthy. He's got 2 totems in the bag. Looking decent. Should probably totem for these dragons that are in the core here. It looks like his RC is going to immediately be in some trouble. Maybe not. But was there ever really a doubt? I think he could have done it without the RC after wrecking the core the way he did. I think RC is just sort of a, let's move on with my day. I'd like to play a different video game after this. Hate that they nerfed the arrow because of the backpack. Soon it'll be useless in ground attacks. I don't know what the interactions are really going to look like yet. You know, I saw that backpack is not being nerfed. They've nerfed the arrow to deal double damage to air defenses, but less damage to all other buildings. So the interaction with the air defense should be consistent across every town hall, right? Because it's always going to one-shot an air defense. And for that matter, the sweepers. So air defenses and sweepers will be a one-shot interaction. I don't know if perhaps we're getting some other, maybe there's a different type of combination that will be required to complete a backpack trick. Like, for example, say people start taking lightnings and quakes and combining it with the backpack instead of, you know, relying on the arrow plus the backpack. Balver says saving totems for the next raid. All right. I think this is the base we were looking at. No, it wasn't. It's this one, right? Nope. Nope. Bro, where's my brain? I was looking at this, right? Okay. So my plan, my idea is to put the warden down right here in front of the expo. Then drop the flame flinger to target that cannon. The warden ideally is going to want to move this direction. I can look for a fireball onto a single target inferno to capture his eagle artillery. But we will need the third quake to do that. So unfortunately, we got to go 3 quake. Just given how the attack works. How my fireball level and how that interaction actually plays out. And then I think I want to put my king and my queen down together at 12 o'clock. Have them work this way. The queen's going to clear over the wall for the BK. And then our super witches can be dropped in here. Now, one thing that we don't have is our wall breakers. I realized that after the last hit, I was like, am I messing up by not taking a wall breaker? I think the answer to that question is yes, I think I am. So I will take 5 wall breakers and an extra pocket loon to protect my healers with. And we will actually make sure that we actually break a wall to move our super witches. That's going to be it. Let's go and do the attack. Let's get it done, nerd. Looking for the placement on this flinger. I see it. It's like right in front of the pet house, basically. I like that. And then we have 2 rocket loons for the mortar. I think completes. Oh no, it's gonna pull the CC. So maybe we don't do that until later. Okay. Good idea, TC. Let's do it. We want him to go left. And with the baby dragon. Hey, this is really good. Look at the position of the flinger. It's actually going further in, which I think is going to make it closer to the core. Now that baby dragon, is it really going to trip the CC? I kind of want the warden to kill it. Nice. Actually brilliant. Okay. So here we'll put king down with queen and baby dragon. Okay. And let's go like this and this. Nice, we like that. So this looks a little goofy, right? I don't think it's that goofy. The Warden not following, though, is definitely a bit goofy. He's taking 5 ever to actually catch up with my troops. Okay, poison. Freeze. Brilliant timing on that, by the way. The CC came over the top of the single target Inferno. I'm gonna actually invis 3 heroes just to make his heroes completely worthless. Bro, talk about getting snuck up on, bro. That's how embarrassing is it for a defending Archer Queen, Barbarian King, and Warden to just stand there while the rest of the base gets wrecked? How embarrassing is that for the defender? Like, can you imagine, like, IRL King and Queen? Oh, where'd my Town Hall? Oh, 100%? What happened? They're over in the corner picking their nose, and meanwhile the attacker just wrecks the rest of it. That's actually hilarious, man. Hold on a second. We gotta show that again. That was nice. I think that went pretty well. This flinger actually did nasty work. It cleared one of the 3 singles. The fireball got the other with the eagle, which was huge. But all this movement that the flinger does, like stepping in to target the Expo next, positionally very, very ideal for that to happen. Made it less likely to come in contact with that mortar early on and decrease its lifespan, you know? Also, this baby dragon not tripping the CC, also a major W. That could have been bad. Because then it definitely would have gone to my Flame Flinger there. And even though this looks a little bit weird, how we kind of shaped this up, we keep everything together, you know? Could have thrown an arrow there. Doesn't matter. Also, I wanted to hit the Eagle or the Inferno Tower, which would have given me this one, but I hit the air defense. So, not a perfect fireball, but we got the major targets dealt with, you know? And then we just get stuck here. Our Warden just gets stuck for eternity in this tornado trap. Almost ends my career. Find some air traps. And then look at this. Poison and freeze over the single. Nasty, boy. And then the RC, look, comes in behind. Doesn't even have to fight the defending heroes. To me, this is just crazy. Just embarrassing, dude. Like, the heroes sat there and did nothing. Still hate how Warden and Queen AI works. Are you going to participate in the upcoming THC tournament? What is that? THC tournament? 230 Gaming? I've not heard about it. I don't know what it is. Easy dubs. Easy trip lays. Let's see what Blobby did though. Was this the one that we came into where he wrecked the core and didn't need the RC? Yeah, I think this is the one that we watched a minute ago. He sends the blimp in from over here. Super Yetis across the core. Yeah. Okay, so we did catch this one live. Super Yeti clone is just stupidly powerful against generic base shapes. And by generic, I mean like a box surrounded by a box on the right, a box on the left, a box on top, and a box on the bottom. I tell you guys, if you don't have a base that you're happy with, or you're constantly getting crushed because people know exactly what your base looks like because they hit it every day when they're farming, go online, get some free base links. There's websites that offer base links. I guarantee you, someone in a casual war setting is going to fail on your base. Somebody will. And if you can get one player to fail, that means that more than one player will fail. Sure, someone can fail on a base shape like that, but point is to make it ultimately confusing for the attacker to look at, make them uncomfortable about planning. Mott said mine was a bad fail. What do you mean? Did you lose your spirit? Did you lose your RC early or something? Where's your poison? And no, I'm not talking about poisoning right now, but like, did you not take a poison? Oh, bro, he didn't even get the eagle. He got nothing. What's your equipment? You didn't even pop your Seeking Shield. Oh, boy. Oh, no, and he puts his queen down and she gets murdered. Bro, you didn't have a poison. Oh, and he flame. What? No, dude. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I can feel the frustration. I can feel the frustration after having lost 1-2 heroes. And then you blew the ability from the Duke. Oh no. Mott says I got mad at the minions. Yeah. Oh dude. Oh man. Oh man. Crazy. That's okay. So I think poison would have helped you there. Like, even if you're not gonna do your old trick of trying to poison and freeze the CC when it comes out. The only clan castle that, and I think I talked to you about this, the only clan castle that I would really poison and freeze immediately on are super minions. Because you can essentially completely nerf them and or kill them with that combination. Are you on auto sign up? My Rush 16 was stuck in P.E.K.K.A 22. Signed up Tuesday and the cutoff went from 490 to 450. I am on auto attack sign up or auto sign up. All of my accounts are on auto sign up. I do not have to enroll. I don't believe in trying to game the system by signing up like towards the end of the week, because I heard that's actually a thing. If you sign up late, you can potentially end up in an easier group, which will make your chances of promoting a little bit greater. But I don't believe in those in taking those measures just to advance my league. Mods, I'm trying to think if I take one less invisibility or take the freeze out. I forget. Hold on. Let me see what the spell comp was. I think, okay, when you're doing... Okay, one thing you have to keep in mind when you're doing attacks with Root Riders and Valkyries, you might fare decently against like a Mass Witch CC, right? Because the Valkyries will just chew up the skeletons. Anything that's flying, the Valkyries and the Root Riders do not mess with, right? Root Riders don't mess with anything in the first place. They're defense seeking. Valkyries will help you eat heroes, but if there's any flying CC, they can't help you with that. So can you grind my walls for me? Nah, bro, can't do it. Sorry. I think you probably would have got the Eagle Artillery out if you'd popped the Seeking Shield. The other thing is, like, I know Rocket Spear, Seeking Shield is also good, like similar application. When you pair with the E-Boots, you're popping that ability like before you enter, or with Seeking Shield you can actually you can do it when you're in there, but like Rocket Spear, it makes a lot of sense to use while you're still outside, because then you don't have to use invis spells. The RC can chip away at like one layer of the defenses before she even goes in, and you have to start using invis. You have honor. The top Town Hall 11 was exposed for using multiple accounts to get free defenses. What? Somebody was like... So, a Town Hall 11... Hold on. What is the top ranked Town Hall 11 player? Which 16? Is this the guy right here? Let's visit him. His farm base is so totally nondescript too. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I don't like Seeking Shield and E-Boots. Before I had Rocket Spear, that was my combination. I would go... well, no, but before I had E-Boots, I was on Seeking Shield, Rocket Spear. Rocket Spear is like, I think, just so freaking good across the board. I don't have the or the desire to go down the path of getting the Frost Flake, even though it looks amazing when Bunny uses it. It looks insane. He's P.E.K.K.A 24? A TH11 is P.E.K.K.A 24? Hey, what's your clan? This is my clan, Dominantor. We're recruiting, by the way. We got some savages in our clan, man. Solid players. All right, guys, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a quick leak. So I'm going to put up a quick 2-minute timer on your screen. And when it counts to 0, I'll be right back and we'll continue on this wall grind. I know we've kind of just meandered and talked a lot today and did a little bit of war. It's okay. The game's still going to be here even if we don't get all of it done today. It's fine. Slow ride. Take it easy. But yeah, if you're a regular viewer, you know that I don't make the viewers wait any longer than 2 minutes. I do encourage you guys to take a lap around your house, get something to eat or drink, or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do. But don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Before you ask, yes, I washed my hands. We're here. We got more walls to do. We got some more live war attacks to catch. As we are able, the opposing clan has not struck at all. But so far, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. We put up two triples ourselves. And it is time to keep the wall grind alive. So I guess we could go ahead and spend. Spin, spin, spin. Spiddly dip. Spiddly dap. All right. And keep it pushing. Mod says you're going for the backpack in the next event. Bro, backpack's good. Although I think that the combination is, you might have to think about zaps now, which is a little different than the Queen Arrow. Also, you have to keep in mind that the backpack combos are kind of a high skill cap combination to hit. If you miss it, it can kind of throw the value of taking another piece of equipment. Perfect. Why don't we have E-Drags? Still got my war army. It don't matter. Boom! I like those big money hits too. What's the meaning behind TheyComing? Honestly, people have asked me in the past, like, what's the deal with your name? The reality is it was a screen name that I got when I was playing League of Legends ages and ages ago. And I'll just say it right away. It's kind of nonsense. It's just intentionally bad grammar. So if you're looking for, some sort of a lore, lore explanation, I don't really have one. Other than like, it's an old screen name, and but I mean, it's sort of become like TheyComing, like your opponent's always coming, they're always coming for you, so bring it back to them, kind of thing. At least that's my idea. Whoa, whoa. There we go. Mahone dog. What's up, Mahone, dude? Mahone. Mr. Number 1. I always try to take out the CC with the backpack and the giant arrow. I don't always feel like the CC is like necessary. I think that the poison on top of the defending guardian always feels very strong. But like, if I'm able to line up like 2 different sets of scatters and infernos, like depending on the base layout, it may not always be like, oh, the CC is always the play, right? I don't find it to be like what breaks the base's back is taking out the clan castle with that. it's definitely a point of interest. But really what I'm trying to get, like if I take one set of Quakes, I'm trying to get 3 to 4 major defenses with the Arrow, Backpack, and Quakes. If I can get 3 high priority targets, I'm usually satisfied with that contribution from the equipment. Because you also deal a bunch of incidental damage. I should also just put spam troops in instead of this witch army. What am I doing with my what am I doing with my life? Do I take a bunch of rocket loons? Just spam an ungodly amount of rocket loons at the base? I kind of think why not, right? I'll take a wizard because. All right, let's do the attack with 37 rocket loons in addition to our golden dragons and our heroes. Bro, I hate throwing the arrows sideways. Hey, the rocket loons work. And it's easier to deploy. Keep it pushing. Getting 12 walls is 1 million gold and elixir. Dude, Mahone, they get even more expensive, my guy. 1 million gold or elixir is like small potatoes. Do you want to see my Town Hall 18 and what those cost? I honestly forget what it costs on my 18. I'll peek over here. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. We got something to upgrade too. Hold on. Hold the phone. Tesla overcharge. Supercharge. Number 1. Tesla supercharge. Bro, can I click my Tesla? Grand Warden? Grand Warden! Stop it. Thank you. The walls here cost 8 million. And that's with the season pass boost. Without the gold pass boost, these walls are 10 million a piece, Mahone. Let that sink in real quick, dude. Let it sink in. Did we win the last war? Or did we draw it? We draw. That's whatever. Man, our ore's starting to stack up here too. I'm having a hard time deciding on really what I want to upgrade next. We know that there's a new epic piece of equipment coming to the game. And I'm holding my breath to see if it actually ends up being something that I need to invest in or that I should invest in. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about it. I only upgrade walls when we get troops. I love those golden dragons. Dude, it works. And furnaces, dude. We got a bunch of furnaces today as well. Don't forget about that. Fireball! Get him! $30 furnaces and 10 dragons. Is that alive? Am I trolling? William. Oh, they struck back. So who attacked William? They're number 14. Ooh, 5 rages. Curious about this one. Right, he doesn't get the sweepers out, but he still triples. He likes his healer puppet. Okay. Rage and Eternal. Okay. Interesting rage spell, by the way. That rage actually got the air defense. That rage was actually kind of gross. Hats off. Look at this. 2 E-Drags so far are doing disgusting things. Ah, if he put that rage down sooner, he would have actually chained onto the AD there. Uh-oh. E-Drag targeted, but doesn't matter. Will he get one more shot onto the king? He does. King doesn't quite die. And then he just goes in. Eternal. And even though he takes the Town Hall Blast, it doesn't matter. He's got way too many troops. Nice job funneling, too. Like, I actually have to give props. That guy took his time to form his E-Drag funnel. Got everything to go in. Really good stuff for a lower Town Hall attacker. Solid fundamentals, but is what I'm trying to say. YouTuber says new here. What's up, YouTuber232? How's it going, brother? Hope all is well. Watch this. Freeze here. Triple Quake. Rage Sauce. King's Ability. Spiddly dip. So yeah, if you are, it sounds like Mahone is trying out Clash of Clans. If you're a newer player on Clash of Clans and this is your first village ever, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and play during this event time frame, because you are going to progress very quickly and very nicely. Oh, I didn't put the warden down. Rip. Don't matter. Knocking out walls during these events is very, very easy. Double air defense. 3 air defense. Sweeper. Freeze. Quake, 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 quake. Rage. Oh, that makes me sad. We have to wait for... Look at all the furnace mites, though. Ah. It's insane, the number. It's like... So many. I've been playing only for 3 to 4 months. Got Town Hall 11. We'll be Town Hall 12 in 5 days. That's what's up, Mahone. Mahone, join this clan. Join this clan. This is the Town Hall 12 clan, dude. Town Hall 12 through 15. That'd be amazing to have you, dude. There's a lot of great attackers. There's people that are learning here as well. But you're certainly welcome to join. We don't have like a tryout requirement or anything like that. Oh my god, bro. We're the sweepers. We got him. It don't matter. What's up, DB? Welcome back to the stream, brother. Welcome back. Hopefully, you're also catching up on your walls during this time. I love that this event timed out right as I arrived at Town Hall 14. Freeze here. Wake, wake, wake. Fireball downtown! Been mostly playing Clash Royale since Squad Buses got shut down between 11,500 and 12,000. Nice, man. Walls were done like 2 months ago, sitting on way too much extra loot and very less dark. Wish I could join, but I need my high-level accounts to help the rushed ones get ore in wars. Wait, so are you like essentially not attacking with the lower accounts? Or are you just loot attacking with your lower accounts? If that's the case, I mean, I don't want to throw shade, but like I would get really bored with the game that way. It's like, oh, well, my lower accounts aren't Town Hall 18 yet. So I'm just playing the game with the intent of leveling as fast as humanly possible. Is that the reason? Are you like not... Are you ever attacking your even Town Hall level? Or are all the wars skewed heavily towards your Town Hall 18 or Town Hall 17? In your low accounts, you just do like 1-star 30-second hits to grab the Town Hall and catch loot and hoping that your clan wins. The low account, just 1 star as the top base. I'm maxing for Town Hall pushing. Yeah, you see, I enjoy playing the game, even if these lower counts aren't at the top. In fact, the game is I get more joy out of the lower town halls than I do the upper town halls, because I can attack more frequently. I can progress. I actually get to do things in the video game more often. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just my outlook. Freeze, rage right here. Do this. Do this. Beep! Yeah, I enjoy these replays. Like, I like playing through ranked to where I'm actually trying to do my best every week in my ranked sets. I like that pressure of like, okay, I know I just hit Town Hall 14 with this account, but again, most of my opponents this week in ranked in Packet 22 are probably going to be Town Hall 16s. So I'm going to be required to hit up 2 Town Halls a lot. And I like that vibe. I don't just turn on the account for the sake of maxing it. I turn on the account because I like playing the game at this level. Go, 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 go! Quicker! "30 seconds is all you need." That's what he said. Let's go. cares about your CC Dragon, dude? Anyone who holds troops on defense during this event is trolling. Like, full-blown trolling. They're actually going to do nothing. Like, one lone E-Drag comes out of the CC to fight against a horde of BS troops. He should try to participate more because the CWL medals will come in handy during the Hammer Jam event. You know, that's actually a good point too. We do CWL in this clan, and while the clan is tuned for 12s through 14s right now, in June we're actually going to open it up for Town Hall 15s, and as soon as we do that, game's going to be different. Like, it'll be a different environment. But during CWL, we don't necessarily run the 12s and all that mess. During CWL, we will actually we will take our top town halls, whatever those are, inside the clan and actually run the CWL like that. Now, if we have enough people, we can run a bigger CWL and look to include more. But that's that. I actually like playing the lower levels of the game. Too long, didn't read. Boop. Go, Furnace Mites, go! Burninate the base. All right, and let's spend. No, we're not going to do it that. We're going to upgrade this one piece. Then I'll come over here and upgrade this just to make it look pretty. Excuse me. Hold on. Let's do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move. Go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. W. And then I guess we pick a corner and we start upgrading, yeah? Start on this corner. Nice corner to start on. Why not? Matchmaking is crazy and ranked. I just want a taste of modifiers. I mean, that's... Matchmaking for ranked is not supposed to consider your town hall when giving you opponents. It only gives you players that are in that league. I do not find that to be a problem, personally. What I don't particularly like, though, is that they've suddenly made the game easier for people to climb. So whereas lower town hall players that wanted to distinguish themselves had to actually distinguish themselves, when the top 40 people in a group of 100 will promote to the next league, the top 40, that means 40% will promote to the next league, that shoves lesser skilled attackers up the leagues, which just feels kind of cheap to me. I'm not a fan of that. Let it ride. Would you accept a non-clan member for CWL? My Town Hall 15 is a Titan 27. If you're gonna be like a member of the clan, we will run you. But like, I think that the players that like war with us regularly should be prioritized to participate in CWL. I'm not trying to stack a roster just so that we can climb. It's supposed to be as much of a learning atmosphere as anything else. So if someone was like, well, I'm a Town Hall 15, I can sit at the top of your war map. It's like, well, that's kind of not the point. Like, I would rather build the clan up with like membership, you know? Let's be real, though. I farm with no clan castle troops on the regular. The only time that I actually bring in my CC troops are for ranked battles. Other than that, I'm chilling most of the time, dude. So when it comes to me progressing my village, like farming, I don't need CC troops. And then we get these silly events from time to time where they give us crazy numbers of, you know, crazy extra troops just in our pocket. Rocket Loons, furnaces, go! Piece of cake. DB, have you rushed to Town Hall 16 or are you like chilling? Have you played the game at a more reasonable pace? Boom. Boink. Hell no, max everything except my warden, which is only 2 levels below the max. DB, I typically like to play the game your way. I don't think rushing is like a terrible thing to do, but I think rushing more than one town hall ahead is you're leaving a lot to be desired about what your true attacking potential is. Something you have to keep in mind is that higher hero levels allow you to make mistakes in normal wars and not and still triple. Like they offer that kind of power where you can make errors but still triple. Go like this and this. Pop King's ability. Pop the RC's ability. Pop the Fireball ability and clear. A bit of the lab is left. All the main troops are done. I think that's important. I think maybe like if there's a handful of things in your laboratory that you don't upgrade, you're probably okay. But like if you have like a full meta air arsenal and then maybe like one meta ground arsenal, you're probably doing fine. But like say, okay, so I talk about it frequently. I plan on skipping the majority of Town Hall 14. You have to keep in mind that my heroes are baseline of 75, 75, 50, 50, and 25. So I arrived at Town Hall 14 completely maxed out at Town Hall 13. My plan is to get my unicorn to level 10 and then upgrade to Town Hall 15. I think a level 10 unicorn is actually a W. In fact, I might even go slightly before that. Like maybe when I'm, it depends on what the upgrade times are for like the last couple levels of the unicorn. I want to arrive at Town Hall 15 with a level 10 unicorn. That'll allow me to then upgrade the pet house again and start getting into the more useful pets. Frosty, Diggy on the RC is phenomenal. And the Phoenix. Those four, I think, are probably the strongest at Town Hall 15. My Barbs and Archer and Miner and stuff like that is left. What strategy for rank to win Town Hall 15? I mean, Root Riders are pretty strong across the board. I know that at Town Hall 18 it becomes more challenging, and especially when you get a modifier, it becomes more challenging. You have to be more intentional about your setup. But I think at like Town Hall 15 and 16, Root Riders are like pretty strong. Pretty strong. Root Riders and Valkyries. I haven't played Town Hall 15 in ages, so I don't really know what the meta's like. But given that the bases aren't structurally, like functionally that different from Town Hall 14, my guess is you can continue to do your favorite Town Hall 14 strats. And you're probably not missing out on that much in reality. Boom. Root Rider Throwers was my jam about a year ago. No wall is safe. Yeah, honestly, when Root Riders came out, I'll never forget them being released and me just thinking, this troop is bullshit. Like, it's like, oh, so you took the time, before we had these troop events that allow you to do this, basically makes walls free. Like, this wall farm is completely free right now. But back in the day, when walls were just ridiculously expensive, you have to remember the top of the game was, basically what the Town Hall 18 walls are now. You had to work a lot harder at it, and then they released Root Riders, and it's like, oh, they just walk through them? And not only do they walk through the walls, they open them up. So by the end of the attack, the base looks a complete mess because Root Riders just plow straight through them. You don't have to invest a wall wrecker to break multiple layers of walls. One or two Root Riders can quite literally open the entire base up. Like, wild. Furnace and Druids help a lot with Fireball Rocket Loons. Furnace and Druids. Yeah, I have run on my 18 furnaces with my Fireball Rocket Loon armies. It helps the Warden create his little cut with his fireball a little bit more quickly when you first put him down. Druids I haven't messed with enough though. But I know they just got a new level at Town Hall 18. So perhaps I'll try a ranked season. Maybe in June I'll actually take out the Warden and start Warden charging again, just for the lulz. Just to see if it's actually good. I'm gonna freeze that. King's ability. Rip. I remember when they first introduced Dark Elixir troops. That was a big deal. Also, remember when there was no Seed of Yellow or events? Clash was super bare bones back in the day. Yes, I do remember that. I remember the days when you had to train an army for 2 hours if you wanted to play dragons in war. And so if you forgot about your war tax and logged in 30 minutes before war, you had to gem them. That was not fun. That was not fun. Apprentice Warden. Uh-oh. Live war tax. Let's see what it is. Sean. Sean is improving quickly. So let's see how he does. Looks like Sean has rushed up to Town Hall 13. Okay. Let's see how he does. He's zapping out Infernos. All right. Let's make sure we kill the Inferno that you've zapped for. Okay. Didn't get the backside AD. Let's see how he does. He's wasted 45 seconds doing all that, by the way. So we'll see if that actually comes back to bite him. This is a mistake. This was an error. Oh, wow. Single target beam. Broke. But now it's back on him. King's going to die right here, too. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know about this deployment. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bro. Oh, my gosh. Guys, what was the concept here? We just put Electro Dragons all around the base? Kill our king to the single target Inferno? Put the Air Warden over the back of the king? Question mark? Okay, Sean in again. Another live. Okay, Sean, come on. Don't do this Electro Dragons on four corners of the base. He wanted the Town Hall with his blimp, but it failed. Okay, but he's also zapping everything. If he whatever he delivers there is going to have no spell support, right? That didn't hit anything. That last one actually hit nothing. Okay. Okay. Now zap one of the remaining 80s. And just call it a day. And then we don't go for the two remaining ADs? Sean, man. What was that? Am I being rage baited right now? Like, what's going on? Is he gonna get to the town hall? Okay, he gets there. Is it enough? I think it's enough. Right? It doesn't get the town hall yet. No, it does. Death damage. Which is not the same as lightning damage, by the way. The death damage does not count as lightning damage. Okay. So he gets it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Give me a heart attack, man. We put the queen down directly in front of where he dropped 3 zaps, by the way. Like, Maybe drop the queen here. Go easiest 12 to 6 arrow to get the final 2 ADs out of the base. Easy, right? What? Just hold on. This arrow, this attacker, the defender, is begging you to throw an arrow from the laboratory through to air defenses. You can zap these two guys. Sure, go for it. But then take the final 2 with the arrow. And then your queen has a better angle at the clan castle. You can support her. GG's, Sean. GG's. But this whole preamble with his zaps. The other thing is, he could have put the blimp right here, or even gone to put a stone slammer right here. This is a hole in the base. I 3-starred. Why you mad? You see the hole? Ah! I downloaded Clash Royale to try it out. Mozzarella, Clash Royale, I think, is a very fun game. I used to play it a lot. I only streamed it a handful of times ever because Clash of Clans was more my game. And then, of course, Squad Busters became my game for about a year and a half there. Kind of sucks that they killed it. But Royale, they have really made it difficult for someone who at one point had a max account to want to come back to the game. I think some of their gimmicks to make the game more and more pay to win have not really sat well with myself, but also I think plenty of people that are in the community. I don't like champions. Or is it heroes? Whatever the most recent classification of card is that's not a legendary. I'm not going to bother to open up my phone just to see what the deck looks like. Clash Royale card types. Card rarities. I guess it's a rarity. Is it heroes? Okay, so champions are the most elite rarity, ranging from levels 11 to 16. Champions are unique because you can only run one in your active deck. So champion, Archer Queen is a champion. Trying to remember what else. Oh, Golden Knight is a champion. There's all these cards that like have an active ability basically. And those are champions. They have heroes now. And I do not like the fact that there's yet another gimmick of something that players have to buy into in order to feel competitive. It's like, cool. So you introduce Evos, which I thought was a cool mechanic, actually, even though I didn't really play a ton when Evos were around, when Evos got introduced. I thought Evos were an interesting mechanic, right? Like every time you cycle an Evo, it will, like you have to play a card to cycle through your evolutions. And then you get one powerful instance of the card that has an additional effect on the battlefield. I thought that was a cool thing. But now it's like you have Evos, you have champions, and now you also have hero versions of cards that once again have some sort of an active ability, which I don't like. I don't like the latest edition, which was Heroes, correct? I just thought it was another layer of stuff that just kind of overcomplicates what was initially like a pretty beautiful and elegantly simple concept that just required skill to be good. Yeah. Sweeper. Do this. Do this. Bro, please visit my base. I'm not doing a base review stream, man. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy the stream. Dude, your latest video was 7 years ago. You came back to Clash Clans. Yes. Yes, I've been streaming since October of 2025. I just haven't made videos. I've just been streaming at minimum 3 days a week, but usually 4, if not 5. I'm live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then on Saturday and Sunday, it's really up to me in my personal life, my schedule. Do I have plans with friends? Whether or not I choose to stream on Saturday or Sunday, but usually I stream at least one of those 2 days. So if I don't stream on Sunday, I'll stream on Saturday. If I don't stream on Saturday, I usually will stream on Sunday. So I at least one weekend day. Whoa! Can I check my clan chat? Do you want to join our clan? I'm sorry, brother. We're not accepting Town Hall 18s into the clan, but thank you for being here, dude. Thank you for the thought. Clan is open right now for Town Hall 12s through 14s. In June, we're expanding that range to include Town Hall 12s through 15s. My Town Hall 18 is not in this clan, so if you see me playing on my Town Hall 18 on Fridays when I do my Legend sets, I'm playing that account in a different clan. I don't have it in this clan with my lower accounts. Okay. Suppose it's enough. GG's. Which clan are you on with your big account? I'm in 3% tent. 3% tent. Tint. Like T-I-N-T. Why do all these mass troop events during my exam season? Well, today, at least in the U.S., it's Memorial Day, right? I'm so yeah, today's Memorial Day. I always get this sounds completely stupid. I always get Memorial Day and Labor Day confused. But today is Memorial Day in the United States. I doubt that they've done this for U.S. people to have something to do on Memorial Day, because Clash of Clans team is in Finland. But Were you ever on a top clan before? I was a member of Boston Tea Party for a long time. And Boston Tea Party competed in Champions War League before CWL became a term that Supercell kind of assumed ownership of. How long have I been playing Clash of Clans? 2014, 2013, something like that. But I've taken big breaks. Like, there have been periods of time where I haven't played. Just getting, like, you know. I enjoy myself with the video games. I don't take myself too seriously these days. Try to enjoy myself. Try to enjoy my time. Compete at the pace that I want to compete at. You know the clan MB Empire? I do not know. I do not know it. Bro, please visit my profile, bro. No, I'm not doing a base review stream, but thank you for being here. It's a bank holiday in France. I thought it was Pentecote, a religious holiday. I don't even know what that is either. It happened just like that, guys. The bases fold. Do you check the top clans sometimes or no? No, I don't really care about like clan leaderboard, right? Like the in-game leaderboard where people try to, you know, people who are like top legends pushers like all get into the same clan. And they want to, you know, basically have the highest total trophies. That's never really interests me. I'm more interested in the esports matches where like the 5v5s are going on. I think those are cool to watch. You're saying, accept me, bro, says DB. Let's see. Town Hall 15. You're in. I'll let you join a few days early, DB. You're a regular viewer. You're in, brother. You're in. See if we can help our clanmate out here. I think I can. Can't quite help him with the Yetis yet. I haven't leveled my Yetis. All right, let's go ahead and burn our gold on walls. Golden elixir. Fire sale. Move the wall. Let's do that. And keep going. Like this. Okay, select more. Nice. Dude, it really is crazy how quickly you can get this stuff done. I mean, if I had the whole day, no doubt we'd max out the walls today, but then I'd have no content to create later. I'd have no casual content to fall back on. I always enjoy seeing if my top local is high in the global. I mean, if you're talking about like Legends League trophies, yes, I do like seeing, you know, where do I stack up? Like what's my legend placement right now? But now that it's no longer about Legend League specifically, and it's more about like, you know, are you like, you basically have to be in Legend 1 for that to matter. In Legend 2 it doesn't, because you're still stuck in a 100-person tournament every single week. And that stinks. I don't like that format. I'd like to be on a daily format again. I liked Legend League in the format that it was in, and I don't agree with changing it just to facilitate more people having a Legend badge on their profile, but then watering down the process, watering down league participation for everyone else that's like, you know, wants to distinguish themselves one day, but needs the daily practice, needs the same amount of practice as the quote-unquote pros get. Because right now you don't really get that. And that's my fundamental issue with it. It's like, the system only helps people that are already in Legend League. If you're not already in Legend League, you don't get to practice. The people that are already there are going to get better than you and stay better than you if they're actively participating. They get 56 attacks every week. That's 8 per day. In Legend 2, you get 30 in a week. That's almost exactly half the number of attacks per week for Legend 2. And I don't like that whatsoever. Mobixo says, yes, I hate the new ranking system. I've played this game since 2012. Dang, dude, that's a long time, man. So we both put in over 10 years. And I'm not the only one that hates the new rankings, too. Yeah, no, I think lots of people are... Lots of people that actively participated in Legends for the past, like, 6 months. Let's just go and pause the... Like, let's just go and say that, okay, 6 months ago, right? I think that the people who have participated within the last 6 months, most people do not like the change. I think people who haven't managed to get into Legend League because they're not as skilled, they're probably like, yay, I now get my Legend badge. It's like, that's not the point. Like, making it to Legend League in the first place, like, that felt like an achievement for me, like when I first made it. But now that I'm in Legend 2, it's like, is it really possible for me to promote? Like, do I really have to get lucky, quote unquote, on defense to promote? I just don't feel as like motivated to actually go for this stuff anymore. Like to push and push and push and like, is your Town 18 going to do CWL this time? I hope so. I mean, I've been warring in this clan for the past few weeks now. And I've only tripled in the wars, so I hope they decide to put me in CWL. I mean, I'm not exactly sucking. I effed up. I'll be back in a couple days after collecting my clan games reward. Ah, okay, fair. Is your Town 18 doing... do you think the game is still as fun as it was in 2016? I think the game is more fun than it was in 2016. I think there's so many more mechanisms, ways to play the game. They've padded progression in a positive way for players that aren't at the top of the game, that are like newer players, or people that are starting new accounts and want to still want the ability to one day max that account out. They've tuned progression in such a way that it is still possible to max out as long as you play and you play and you play. I think that super troops are incredible. I think that clan capital is sort of a whatever. I think builder base is also kind of a whatever feature. The only reason that I really played the builder base is, well, I wanted to get my 6 builder, and all my accounts have the 6 builder now. I just kind of look at it from time to time. If I'm thinking about it, I'll do 10 attacks, and then will look away from it. I don't have to play builder base. I don't think it's very fun. Clan games is fantastic for, free to play progression. Everyone gets to participate. Everyone gets the same amount of rewards. I think the season pass is incredible. Speaking of season pass, we have chests that we can claim here. I'm curious what could be in them. And we're coming to the end of our stream, actually. We're actually a little bit over time. So let's go ahead and open our chests. I figure this is an okay time to do it. Mighty Morsel. Sure. Can we get a rare or no? Oh, epic! Book of Building. Let's go! Yes, yes, yes. You should do esports. I could. I don't know if I have the time. Although, I guess I would have to... Skin? Legendary. Dog, this account got so lucky. I just got a book of building and a hero skin. Too bad it's the king, and I just shilled out money for the limited ninjas or the limited samurai skin. Clan Castle cake. Cool. Question is, would I use the book of building on? Like my eagle? I think I use it on my eagle, right? Builder elixir. Okay. Starry ore. That's a dub. Any more ore? Builder or dark elixir? 2 more. Pet potion. That's a W as well. Power potion. Hey. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We made off with a book and a skin, dude. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. Yes, we did get the samurai skin. But pulling a skin, I venture to say that skin doesn't look too bad in any way. I kind of like the way that one looks. Where is the BK? Where is he? He's right here. That skin looks pretty cool too, honestly. I like the blue. I like the blue. But cool. We are going to keep on our limited skin, at least for the time being, because that's the sauce, man. What's up, RJ Rajib? How's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go ahead and spin the rest of our gold. And elixir. And do we have our treasury? We have a little bit in our treasury. I think we'll hold the treasury, at least for now. Now, we have a book of building. Oh, man, we probably should have done our eagle artillery. Instead of spending that loot. That's okay. That's okay. We have a book of building. We'll end up using it on our eagle. I think eagle is a no-brainer. We need to make ourselves fireball proof versus level 18 fireball users. That's really what the next eagle level is about. You have to invest an extra quake if the person's fireball is level 18. Or they need to have a level 21 fireball, and 2 quakes should work. So yeah. Bro, you clan leader? Yes, I am. All right, let's get our friends here. And DB, yeah, man, come on back after clan games. You are welcome to join us. Good time to revisit, and I guess say it once at the very end of the stream. This is my Middle Town Hall clan. I've got a Town Hall 13 and 14 in this clan. We're currently recruiting Town Hall 12 through 14. 11s on June 1st will no longer be accepted into the clan. In fact, at this point, I don't think I would accept a Town Hall 11 anyway. We only have a couple of them in the clan right now. Mark's 10. Mark has a higher level account here. It's just as many. But other than that, we got 2 Town Hall 11s. And that's it. I mean, or three Town Hall 11s, and that's all. So the clan is now going to be focused on Town Hall 12 through Town Hall 15. If you have a middle Town Hall account that fits that description, you win a war all the time, CWL, clan games, we do it all. We got a crazy war win streak going on. We usually win. We've only lost once since we reactivated the clan 65 days ago. So that means our war win bonuses and our draw bonuses are solid for ore. And this is the place. If you're a vet or a newer player, we got a lot of people that like to teach some solid attacking strategies. And we got guys that are actually really great pushers. Bunny in particular /EMP is a top rated player at Town Hall 13 and 14 in the world. So if you see either of these guys on the leaderboard, well, that's why. They are savages. They are savages. They're excellent. And we would love to have you. But that's going to do it for today. My clan is almost 100 war win streak. Yes, my Town Hall 18 clan I think is like 97 right now. 97 war win streak. And so if we don't win, we end up drawing every single time. It's actually kind of crazy. Which means that the game needs to be adjusted. I don't think the game needs to be this easy. That ninja skin on BK is fire, but I wouldn't give Supercell another cent after shutting down Squad Busters. Dude, Clash of Clans is here to stay. And here's the easy calculus for me. When they shut down Squad, they at least gave me all of my purchases in this game. They gave me all my purchase value from Squad in this game. So they did right by me. I didn't spend that much money in the first place. I think what I was really spending money on were the gold passes, and I did gold pass giveaways over the summer when the YouTube channel started to like grow and the stream started getting like up above 50 people. That was insane. No rushed accounts. I am really pumping the brakes on allowing rushers into this clan, because like we want you to be able to like replicate what someone else does. And if your queen is 25 levels under, you're not going to be able to do the same thing. Or if your warden is like, can't do a charge and you're watching a guy do a warden charge, well, his warden is level 50 and yours is like level 18 or something. That's not going to work. So yeah, I do want to pump the brakes on people rushing. When we put people in war, if you can't defend, I know the lower town halls are kind of broken in the sense that offense usually wins. Offense is supposed to win. But if your base looks like a Town Hall 9 and you're a Town Hall 12, that's a problem, Bro, join me, Rush account, my clan only war win streak. No, thank you. Town Hall 12, Rush account, join me. No high Town Hall join. No, thank you. I've got my own clans. All right. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you. I'll be back live again on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, so around the same time as today. And we will have another war to do, I think, war attacks on both my 13 and my 14 here, as well as complete our ranked sets on both of these accounts. My Town Hall 14, as you can see, is in P.E.K.K.A 22, and my Town Hall 13 is in Golem 19. So a lot of our opponents are higher Town Halls than us. On this account, I would anticipate seeing a lot of Town Hall 16s in this week's ranked tournament. So it's going to be a sweat fest for sure. But that is going to do it. I love you guys very much. Take it easy. Peace out.